Good morning, everyone, from quite possibly the most beautiful spot in all of Walt Disney World property. This place is absolutely stunning. I could sit here for hours and hours and hours just watching it. The B-roll was actually gonna go all the way, like the intro was gonna go all the way to Epcot, but I don't know, I was stopped by the beauty over here. I just had to explore a little bit. Yeah, man, it's so beautiful. I love this resort. Now, we do have lunch at Regal Eagle at the America Pavilion in Epcot. We're heading over there shortly. I want to see, like, because this is the area where they have pool, ping pong, and foosball. This is where you get it, but right now it's closed. I don't necessarily know if they're doing that. I'm gonna see, like, if there are any signs there that say whether or not they do have it. For gaming equipment or grilling equipment, please knock or contact the recreation coordinator. They might actually still be doing that, which is absolutely awesome. That'll be something that I consider for either later tonight or tomorrow or another day that, you know, we don't have a necessarily early start. You know, I should have done it today. But no worries, there's still a couple days left, and we might have time, so it doesn't matter. Hey, I think there's a day where we actually start our day off here at Geyser Point, eating the absolute best burger on Walt Disney World property, the Bison Burger. We'll see. Maybe I'll play pool then, because I absolutely love playing pool. So that's actually awesome. But now it is time to head off to Epcot for our lunch at Regal Eagle. I'm telling you, I'm comparing it to Texas barbecue. I don't know if it's fair or not, but I am doing it. We'll see how it performs. Alright guys, we finally made it here to Epcot, to the America Pavilion. And now, it's actually over there. Well, Mariachi Gobre is playing, so we're kind of hearing it while also trying to decide what to get. I've said it before, right? I am going to compare this to authentic Texas barbecue. On the sign right here, look, let me show you. It says that the brisket is from Texas. Alright, so this sign alone has increased its expectations, all right, because I've had real brisket at Texas. So let's see how it compares. I hope it performs. I really do. Another cool thing, right? They're already putting up a bunch of the stuff for the Festival of the Arts. Like right here, they have one of my favorite photo opportunities everywhere, right? It's Washington crossing the Delaware. I took a picture here. The only time I've ever been at the Festival of the Arts. I'm super excited for this. Me and family, we actually have a park reservation for the first day at the Festival of the Arts. Art is going to be running, so I'm excited for that. But now, let's go get some brisket. Alright guys, we got the food. I couldn't resist myself to the fries. Whenever I see fries, it's hard to resist. Now, first impressions, I'll tell you this. Brisket does look a bit dry. It looks like lean brisket, not moist. Actually, the brisket's not that lean. When you take a closer look, it's not that lean. Now, this is brisket in between Texas toast. Let's try the brisket first. Not bad, actually. I think the brisket's pretty good. Let's take a bite out of this entire sandwich. Brisket is not that bad. It's not the best brisket I've ever had, but actually is pretty good. There are parts that are a bit drier than others, but there are some parts that are moist, so that's actually pretty good. The difference between the two, moist has a higher content of fat on it, so it's not as dry as lean. It actually has more flavor, in my opinion. Now, in between the two Texas toasts, it's actually pretty good. You get the taste of like the garlic bread from that Texas toast. Would I eat it in a sandwich? I'm highly considering moving the brisket off, eating the breads by themselves, then eating the brisket by itself. I'm considering doing that. I think I'm gonna eat it as a sandwich, but I am gonna drench this in barbecue sauce. They put some inside, but for my liking, not enough. No, I've always been a fan of barbecue sauce. I can't resist putting 10 gallons of barbecue sauce. It always happens. That barbecue sauce is amazing. It's sweet barbecue, right? And it actually is really sweet. So you get that sweet with the barbecue sauce in there. It's amazing.
amazing. Now I drenched the sandwich in it. Hopefully it now tastes even better. It should, actually. Alright guys, I gotta say, this is actually pretty impressive how good it is. Is it better than actual Texas barbecue? No, it's not. I've had far better barbecue at Texas, but it is actually really good. I'm guessing it's the best thing that you can get here in Florida in terms of Texas barbecue. It's not bad. It actually is pretty good. But the barbecue sauce is amazing. I'll tell you that. That barbecue sauce is some of the best barbecue sauce I've ever had in my life. Well, I gotta say that I was pleasantly surprised with the brisket sandwich. Brisket was really good. The sandwich itself, very flavorful. Love Texas toast. I love brisket. I put like 10 gallons of barbecue sauce in it. It was actually really good. But now for dessert, I've heard amazing things about this banana pudding. I'm super excited. I love banana pudding, so let's give it a try. Yes, this banana pudding is amazing. All right, you get a super strong banana taste. You get pieces of banana inside of there. It's absolutely amazing. Then it has all this whipped cream on top and the caramel all over the place as well. It was amazing.
All right, guys. Now before we leave, the smoker in here in Regal Eagle, it's an actual, real, functional smoker. It's hard to believe, but like I went up to the cast member, asked him, "Hey, is that a real smoker?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, when I first got here, I thought it was a prop as well, but no, it's real." And they actually use it to prepare some of the food. He did say that there's another smoker in the back that they use more often because it's more efficient to use that one than this one. But sometimes, if we're lucky, you can actually come and see a chef, you know, getting some brisket out of there that they just prepared in there. So that must be super cool. Like, you walk by and you smell the smoker on, and you smell it, and it smells amazing. But yeah, the more you know. But now let's talk about the food. The food was surprisingly good. I did start getting scared more and more because, you know, I'm like, okay, I've had Texas barbecue. It's great. I absolutely love Texas barbecue. It's one of my favorite things to eat of all time. How is this one gonna compare? You know, we're not in Texas. But you know what? It performed well. The brisket was actually really good. There's some parts that were a little dry, but other than that, other parts were really moist, very flavorful, smoked beautifully. So I really liked it. Then in between the two Texas toasts, I love Texas toast, mixed with some sweet barbecue sauce. It was absolutely amazing. And the banana pudding, oh my god, the banana pudding was good. That was spectacular. It was one of the best banana puddings I've ever had in my life. So Regal Eagle, impressive. And you know, it caught me by surprise, and I was actually impressed. And now we are heading off to the most popular ride here in Epcot, one that we haven't done just yet, Test Track. Test Track, I don't know what's been going on, but the Test Track wait times have always been high. Like right now, the park is relatively empty, but Test Track has a 65-minute wait. Now, whether it's 65 minutes or not, that's a different argument. And one that I'm gonna make, I do not think it's gonna be 65. I think it's gonna be far less. We'll find out now. But yeah, the park is so quiet. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's so quiet here. I don't remember the last time I saw World Showcase this empty. So guys, after taking a quick look at the line, I have decided that perhaps this is 65 minutes. Okay, it actually went down to 50. I am pressing X to doubt. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. We'll see how much it actually is. So guys, no building your car, but there are like, I don't know. It's just line 8, line 9, line 10.
That's not even English. That's
it's in German. I think it's showing you all the different lines that you can make. Then there are some that are like building their own cars. Look at that. That's interesting. That's in Este é o seu veículo. That was in Portuguese. Alright guys, we only waited just over 30 minutes, like 32, 33 minutes. That was actually pretty good timing, so great.
Commencing sim car off-road and extreme weather sequence. Test.
We couldn't. It was too bright out there.
You get it? My hair.
My dad holding onto his ass.
My hair.
Nice. Guys, check out my high score, man. Look at that. It's a tremendous score. It moves the line faster, but it sucks not being able to build your own car. Now, on this side of Epcot alone, there are 3 brand new things that are coming. Got the building of Guardians of the Galaxy back there. You got Space 220 right here, but something that really isn't getting a lot of attention, at least not what I've seen, is the Play Pavilion. Now, Play Pavilion is something that I'm actually super excited about because I don't know what Disney has planned for it. I don't know, it's just not knowing what is coming to this spot right here. It just gets me excited because Disney said it was going to be a fun and interactive spot for everyone. And then they give you these awesome concept designs right here. And it looks absolutely amazing. And I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they have planned. So you get all of those elements, combine them together, and I just get so excited for it. I think that it deserves more attention than it's actually getting. And when it opens, I think it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So now we're just gonna go ahead and relax in the DVC lounge for just a little bit. Get some drinks. My mom and my sister, they ordered coffee at Starbucks. They're gonna go and drink it in there. So just gonna relax for a little bit. Then we're gonna go head into World Showcase and see all of these shows at the pavilions that we've never seen. We've never seen Reflections of China. We've never seen Impressions of France or the Beauty and the Beast sing along, whichever one is there at the time. We've never seen Canada Vision, I think it's called. That's right, Canada Far and Wide. That's right. Yeah, well, Canada was the previous one. They changed it. Now it's Canada Far and Wide. So we're gonna see those 3 because we've honestly never seen it before. Maybe we hop onto Soarin' before. It depends how we're feeling. Oh man, guys, I'm telling you, I love the DVC lounge. Just opportunity to sit down. Take off the mask now. But just sit down, relax, air conditioning, escape the crowds. Well, today's not that crowded actually. Epcot's kind of empty, so that's a good thing. But just sit back, relax, get some soda. I sent my dad to go get me orange cream soda. He was walking over there. I'm like, hey, get me some orange cream soda. It was his mistake for agreeing to it. Now I want to try Ash's coffee. Ash, I'm going to steal some of your coffee. It is a iced coffee with milk. That's right? Wait, let me see if I focus. 2H and that's what it has.
Awesome. That's delicious.
It's a great coffee. I want to try it now, guys. That coffee is really good. You get a lot of the taste of the French vanilla and a little bit of hazelnut, just a little tiny bit. I think it's equal parts French vanilla, equal parts hazelnut. But you do get more of the French vanilla taste than you do of the hazelnut. But it's really good. And it's refreshing since it's a nice coffee. So I didn't get any. I'm gonna stick to my orange cream soda here. Guys, legendary moment right here. My dad's drinking Starbucks.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go on a hunch here and say that my dad did not like it. Hey, it's really good. I like it. So now just imagine, my dad actually liked the coffee from Cove Cafe on the cruise. So just imagine that. Well guys, we rested up, got some soda. That orange cream soda that they have in that machine, it's dangerously good. Now we're heading into the Land Pavilion. We're gonna ride Soarin', then we're gonna head to World Showcase, see some of those shows, then head to the Swan for our dinner at Il Mulino. I'm super excited for that restaurant. I have high expectations for it. We'll see if it performs. Guys, this is another show that me and my family have to watch. We haven't seen it just yet. It's been there for quite some time, but we just haven't gotten around to watch it. Maybe we watch it, maybe. That's one thing I really love about the Soarin' queue, right? They have that Soarin' challenge which you could play on your phone. You could like play against your family, play against other people in the line. It's a lot of fun. It's just geography trivia and trivia about certain countries, and that's one thing I really like about that trivia is because you learn more things. That lake in Russia contains 20% of the world's fresh water supply. That's insane. And that's the sort of stuff that you learn from this trivia, and it's just a really fun thing to do, you know? But guys, now it is time to truly be living with the land. Oh no, I just love this ride, I really do. So we're gonna hop on, and then we're gonna watch Awesome Planet upstairs, and then see how many shows we could do around World Showcase before we leave.
Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, are edible. The structure of the plant has long. More than 28 million tons of bananas are the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. Growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields. Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on an...
And now to watch a show that we've never watched ever before, Awesome Planet.
If you were looking for the perfect home, this would be it. I know it doesn't look move-in ready just yet, but trust me, this property is one of a kind.
Alright guys, another show crossed off my list. We just got out of Awesome Planet. I've never watched it before, so finally got it done. But now we're kind of running low on time. We're not going to be able to do all the shows around World Showcase, but we are going to head to the Canada Pavilion, watch Canada Far and Wide, then head out to Il Mulino in the Swan Resort. Now, I don't know what to expect about Canada Far and Wide. I've never really seen or heard anything about it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so you know what time it is. Scratch that. The problem is that we arrived and the show just started, so we just missed it. And we'd have to wait 14 minutes to get in. So I'm guessing the show is 14 minutes because that's how long we would have to wait. So another 14 minutes, looking at around 30 minutes, would still be in the park. The reservation is in an hour from now. And the problem is that we would walk towards the Swan, which would be faster. So the biggest problem with walking is that Epcot closes at 9, and we don't necessarily know that we would be out in time to come back into the park in order to make it to the parking lot. So we're just gonna take the car, drive to the Swan, just to play it on the safe side. But I'm super excited for this restaurant. We don't want to arrive any late, so let's head over there now. Alright guys, we finally arrived to Il Mulino. As we were walking out, we're like, hey, you know what would be really fun to do? Ride Spaceship Earth. So we hopped onto Spaceship Earth Road, then we came over here, and we are like perfectly on time. Like, hold up, like we just did check-in, it's literally 7:30. Like perfectly on time. That never happens ever. So that's awesome. Now we're gonna go in, super excited for this restaurant, high expectations. And I think it's gonna meet them. I really do. I have a good feeling about this restaurant. Alright guys, we are sitting. Restaurant looks absolutely beautiful, and we're looking through the menu to see what to order. So we're looking at potentially getting 3 appetizers here. We're looking at the arancini di carne, which are Italian rice balls stuffed with house-made bolognese over spicy marinara sauce. Sounds good. We're also looking at the prosciutto e melone. That I had that in Palo. That combination works absolutely amazingly. Absolutely amazingly. Either that's right. It sounds weird, but I think it's right. And then we also had that combination on the pizza in Via Napoli, which it was amazing as well. So we're looking at those 2. We're also looking at the calamari fritti. Now, for my entree, I came with something in my mind. The spaghetti al frutti di mare, which is a spaghetti with a bunch of seafood on it and a white wine garlic sauce on it. It sounds amazing, and it looks really good as well. I've seen pictures of it online. I've seen it. Looks good. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So we got quite a lot of food to try, and you know, I'm really excited for this restaurant. The expectations are high. I think I have a good feeling about this restaurant. I do have a good feeling about this restaurant. And walking in, seeing how beautiful it is, and also reading about Il Mulino, like the actual restaurant from New York. Like, this is a branch from the one from New York. That restaurant in New York has been voted the best Italian restaurant in the state of New York. So in order to be voted the best Italian restaurant in a state like New York, you know that has to be good. So this is a branch of it. I'm excited. I'm excited, and my expectations are high. Guys, the bread service here, they give you these pieces of bread with tomato on it, rosemary, cheese, I think, as well. I'm not sure, but oh my god, it's like eating a mini pizza as your bread service. It is amazing, and it comes with olive oil and a vinaigrette on it. Dip it in there. Flavor that comes out of it is spectacular. Good start so far. Alright guys, so the appetizers have arrived, and the first one that I am going to try is the arancini di carne. This looks and smells absolutely amazing, so let's give it a try. Alright guys, the arancini di carne is absolutely amazing. It's super flavorful. The marinara sauce is amazing, and a bit of a spice to it. Spectacular. And then some of that shredded Parmesan on top never hurts. That was amazing. Now the next one that I do want to try is the prosciutto e melone. It looks so cool because the melon comes in like tiny little like balls. So I am super excited to give that a try. Alright guys, I got a little melon ball wrapped in prosciutto. Let's give it a try. You guys, it's so good. You get the sweetness of the melon with the saltiness of the prosciutto. Then the melon is super juicy, and it's a perfect combination. It's absolutely amazing. I will tell you this though. The one from Palo was better, in my opinion. But this is really good. Alright guys, now it's time to try the calamari fritti. What I'm looking at right now, perfectly breaded. Let's give it a try. So the calamari are breaded perfectly. They have a bit of a flavor. It's on the more flavorless side, in my opinion. I've had more flavorful calamari by itself, but now I do want to try it with the marinara sauce. Guys, the calamari is actually pretty good. It's breaded perfectly. It's got great taste to it, especially when you add the marinara sauce into it. But it's not the best calamari that I've ever had. I've had a lot better here at Walt Disney World. The other day at Bow House, that calamari with the hoisin chili sauce, spectacular. It's some of the best calamari I've ever had in my life. And you didn't need the sauce. You could have had the calamari by itself, super flavorful. You could have dipped it in the sauce, it would have been even better. This one's good. Compared to the other appetizers, dead last, in my opinion. Alright guys, I came up with the rating of the 3 appetizers. In my opinion, the best one by a mile was the arancini di carne. It was absolutely amazing. Second place, you got the prosciutto e melone, which was really good. And third place, you got the calamari. I felt like the calamari was kind of
lacking a little bit in flavor, in my opinion. It's because I feel like I'm comparing it a little bit to the one that I had in Boathouse. Also the one that I had in Tutto Italia, which was really good. It's not the best. It's not bad, but it's not the best. It's far from it. But the marinara sauce is good. I'll give it that. It really is good. We're still waiting. Honestly, this has to be one of the worst services we've ever received ever. I mean, our glasses are basically empty. It honestly feels like they've forgotten about us. Because, I mean, we entered around 7:30. It's 8:53. We haven't received our entrees yet. It honestly feels like they forgot about us. I haven't seen our server pass by our table in a good solid 30-40 minutes. Alright guys, entree finally arrived, like 45-50 minutes later. It looks good. I'm excited. The manager, she did come out and say that something happened in the kitchen. It led to a stop on the food, and that's why it took so long. The biggest problem is that we just weren't informed of that. Like if our server would have come and explained the situation, we would have been more understanding. But we just sat here for 45-50 minutes looking like a bunch of idiots, just sitting here with no water and empty plates. They never even finished picking up our appetizer plates. I mean, I'm still seeing it right now on our table. I mean, if they would have just come and explained that there's something going on, we would have understood. Like, I don't know, but I want to try the food. Let's see how good it is. It looks good at least, so that's a good thing. Oh, never mind. We are not going to try it. It is flaming hot. Alright guys, the pasta is actually pretty good. It's cooked perfectly. I like the garlic white wine sauce that comes with it. But honestly, I mean, with the experience, it gets to a point where you lose your appetite, really. And I'm brutally disappointed. I really am. With everything. I mean, yeah, our server just came after like an hour without coming to our table just to tell us what the manager just told us. And also the manager, she came out and she was serving the food. It wasn't until my dad asked her if she was a manager that she explained what happened. Yeah, I'm brutally disappointed with this restaurant. I really am. Alright guys, so the 3 desserts have come out. We got the tiramisu, which looks absolutely amazing and huge. You got the flourless chocolate cake and the cheesecake. Now, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cheesecake, but
It doesn't taste very cheesecakey.
okay, that's a good thing. Maybe I'll try it. But first, let's go with the tiramisu. The tiramisu looks absolutely amazing. Let's give it a try. Tiramisu is really, really, really good. Not that strong of a coffee taste. I'm starting to see that, like, it's not that strong. I think it's because I'm starting to get used to the taste of coffee more and more. Now it's starting to taste less and less like coffee. But the mascarpone, absolutely amazing. The flavor, out of this world. And it has like chocolate shavings on the top, which adds to the flavor. It's really good. Now the next one that I'm gonna go for is the chocolate cake. No, don't push the chocolate cake away. Let's try the flourless chocolate cake. Flourless chocolate cakes typically are very rich, so let's see how it goes. Guys, chocolate cake is actually really good. Nice chocolate taste to it. Like I said, flourless cake is always super rich and heavy and really dry. But the whipped cream that it comes with it, first off, that whipped cream is absolutely delicious. So you put some of the whipped cream, counters that like dryness and heaviness of the chocolate cake. Great dish. I'm gonna try the cheesecake. Now, I said it in the Cellier, I'm not a huge fan of cheesecake, but my dad and my sister are saying that it doesn't have a strong cheesecakey taste, so let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know how to explain it. It's it doesn't taste like cheesecake at all. It really doesn't. It doesn't even have the same consistency that cheesecake typically does. That super creamy, because of the cream cheese, that super creamy texture. It's hard to explain. It really isn't. It's not bad, you know. But if I had to pick the best one, it would obviously have to be the tiramisu, followed by the chocolate cake, and third the cheesecake. All right, guys. Il Mulino. All right. You know, I hate doing it. I don't ever like giving bad news or bad reviews when it comes to dining here at Disney World. But there are just times where you have an experience that you just want to forget forever. But it was so bad that it will never leave your brain.
I've had a couple. I really had a couple. Last year with my mom and me, when we came to Disney World in our trip, and we went to Ohana, we had a horrible experience, and that stayed in my brain forever. When me and my family years ago went to San Angelin in the Mexico Pavilion, we had a horrible experience. That stayed with me this entire time. I don't see this experience getting out of my head anytime soon. It was bad. And the thing is that the food wasn't that bad. The food was pretty good, but it was the service. And it was like little details here and there. We didn't have water for like 30-40 minutes. They never took away our plate, the plate that I used to eat my appetizers. He picked up some of them, left, never came back. He left my plate there. It wasn't picked up until after he picked up our entree dishes. Then the manager comes, right? She's serving food. It wasn't until my dad asked if she was a manager that, you know, she explained the situation. I guess to the point where like, oh, if we didn't say anything, would you have said anything? And then she says, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna make sure everything's okay. I'm gonna be constantly coming to your table. She came once, and that's it. That's it. She just asked if the entrees were okay, and then left forever. I didn't see her again. Again, I hate giving bad dining reviews, but Il Mulino has been crossed off my list. It really has. And when a restaurant gets crossed off our list, man, it stays off our list. We haven't been back to San Angelin in years. El Encompass, we decided to give it a second shot this year. This year, after like 6 years, like 5-6 years since our last bad dining experience there, and I hate it because I love the Swan and Dolphin. I love the Swan. It's a great resort. It was a beautiful restaurant as well. The food wasn't bad, but that service, that's gonna stay in our heads forever, and I don't see us coming back to Il Mulino either ever or anytime soon. I don't recommend it. And of course, everything that I always give, all of my opinions are just based on my experiences. Other people have gone, I've had amazing experiences at this restaurant. It's just what happens and what you experience. It's all based off personal experience. Mine's wasn't that good.
I might have to go back to the room.
You know what you should do? You should do it back. Alright guys, outro number 2 here at Wilderness Lodge. I decided to do it out here in like this little like balcony area. It's absolutely beautiful. This resort is something else. It's, you walk in and you see the lobby and you're like, oh my god. That's always the reaction I get. I mean, I could walk into this lobby 100 times and I'll always get that same reaction. But let's talk about today. Today was actually a pretty good day. We headed off to Epcot, slept in a little bit, but tomorrow we're waking up early, I can promise you that. We've just been taking it a little easy these last couple of days because, I mean, in the beginning of the vacation, we're just going at it, and it got to a point where, like, we were so tired, and so, like, our feet were hurting, we were tired, and I'm like, man, we're gonna need a vacation after our vacation if we continue like this. So, you know, we have been taking it a little easier. We might step it up a little bit in these last couple of days, but yeah, we needed to go a little easier. But today was a great day. Woke up a little late, headed to Epcot. Then we ate at a restaurant that I actually got a little scared of eating at because, I mean, I've had authentic Texas barbecue. I'm like, I don't think this restaurant's gonna like match up to that. I don't think it's gonna perform so bad that I'm gonna cross it off my list. But actually, it was pretty good. I mean, it was surprisingly good. Was it better than Texas barbecue though? No. But it still was really good, and I do recommend it. I really do. The brisket was actually very flavorful, really good. Barbecue sauce was amazing. That barbecue sauce, that sweet barbecue sauce that they give you, oh my god, it was amazing. It was a restaurant that, you know, my expectations kind of got a little, were not that high, and it actually performed really well. It was great. Then we just spent some time at Epcot. It was a great day. It really was a great day at Epcot. Kind of chill. I met up with Aaron from my Disney World fix. Just saw him for a little bit, and then we headed off to Il Mulino. Now, you guys heard me rant not that long ago, so I won't go into another rant. But I just gotta say, you know, it was a restaurant that I had super high expectations for, and I was brutally disappointed with. It was, man. Will I ever go back to Il Mulino? I don't know. I really don't know. Probably not for the next couple of years, that's for sure. The food in Il Mulino wasn't bad. The tiramisu was spectacular. Like, the desserts was really good. The appetizers were pretty good. And the pasta that I had, there was some that was some seafood, like a clam or two that was a little iffy. There was still some sand in one. It happens sometimes, but yeah, that's kind of just weird. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it was the experience that we had just sitting there in our table 45 minutes to an hour, just sitting there. Our server didn't do anything. Our server left, never came back, never refilled our glasses, never told us, oh, I'm sorry for the wait, there's a problem in the kitchen. Nothing. It was, oh man, okay. No more talking about our bad experiences. Let's think positively. Let's look towards the future, and the future is the next vlog. Now tomorrow I do plan on waking up slightly early to head to Animal Kingdom, right? We have lunch at Tiffin's. Now Tiffin's, I've heard some amazing things about it from my friends, from people that have gone, seen a bunch of videos. Everyone says that Tiffin's is really good, so I do have high expectations for it. They're going to spend the day at Animal Kingdom, maybe park hop to another park depending on how we're feeling. And then we're going to head off to the Riviera because we have dinner at Topolino's Terrace. That is a restaurant that I have brutally high expectations for. I've heard from the Magic Dads that the filet mignon there is the best steak on property. I've had some really good steaks here in Walt Disney World property, so let's see how it matches up to all the other ones. I am going to keep in mind, you know, that filet mignon from Le Cellier, a filet mignon from Shula's. I won't include the filet mignon from Bull and Bear. Technically speaking, the Bull and Bear is not a Disney restaurant. It's on Disney property, not a Disney restaurant, so I won't include it there. But I do have high expectations for it, and I really hope that it performs. I don't want any more bad experiences. I've said it before, you know. I hate it. I do not like giving bad food reviews. I come to Disney and I want to have the best experiences ever, and I know that sometimes you're not gonna get the best experiences ever, like today, but I just hate talking about it. That's why I just want to forget about it, just move on, keep moving forward, and look towards tomorrow, the next vlog. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and see you real soon.